Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be showing you how to make a honeydew bubble tea. First you're going to need 5 cups of boiling water and 1 cup of tapioca pearls. So we have our boiling water here and our near cup of tapioca pearls. Unfortunately we ran a little low. And then you're also going to need some sweetener, so some sugar in our case, or you could also use honey or brown sugar. We're going to need some tea. You can use your favorite kind, but I chose to use orange pekoe, which is a delicious kind of tea. You're going to need either some milk or cream or some milk powder, as we have here. You're going to need some ice, which I still have left in the freezer. And since we're making honeydew, we're going to need our honeydew flavoring. And a couple pots and some water. So, to get started, you make your water to a rolling boil, and then you add your tapioca pearls. Make sure to stir them when they get to the bottom so that it doesn't stick. There we go, we're stirring them up. And then you're going to want to put a cover on them and leave them cooking for 25 minutes. Stirring every 10 minutes. So, now that our tapioca is cooking, we're going to want to make a syrup for it so that our tapioca balls can be sweet. So we're going to take 1 cup of water to 1 cup of sugar and put them in our pot here. And we'll bring that to a boil, putting in the water, adding the sugar. It's going to be sweet. And then we're going to want to mix that up too. So that's going to come to a boil. And for now, I think we could just wait a little bit longer. So now that it's been 10 minutes, we're going to want to remember to stir the tapioca balls. There we go, making sure that they don't stick to the bottom. You can see there, it's cooking quite nicely. And then covering again. And you can see that our syrup, all the sugar is dissolved. And once it comes to a full boil, you're going to want to turn the temperature down. And while we're at it, we've got our kettle going and we're going to make our tea. So we take our tea bag, and since I'm making 2 cups of bubble tea, I'm going to want to use a full cup of water. And I only really need 1 tea bag. Oh, perfect timing. The kettle is ready. So I'm going to add the hot water in there, just like you're making a normal cup of tea. And we're gonna steep it. We're just gonna let the tea steep for a little bit. Oh, and we can see that our sugar syrup is boiling, so I'm gonna turn that right off. So that should be ready for the time the bubble tea comes out. So now we're going to assemble the tea portion of our bubble tea. We have our 1 cup of hot tea, and we have some sugar here. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1 and 2. I don't like to be skimpy on the sugar, that's for sure. Some milk powder. Again, 2 tablespoons. It's easy to remember. 2. There we go, 2 tablespoons, and we'll just give that a little stir. There we go. And some honeydew, delicious bubble tea flavoring. Once again, 2 tablespoons should do the trick. 1. Ooh, look at the color of this honeydew, and I can smell it right now. If only you were in my kitchen, you could smell it too. I'm going to stir it up It's starting to look nice. You can see the color of the honeydew mixing up with the color of the tea. Ooh, this is gonna be some good bubble tea. I like to stir it up nice and good so there's not any chunks or bad stuff. And then you pour this into your shaker. Hopefully I don't spill it. There's a little bit of honeydew at the bottom. Gonna want to get that. I'll mix it all up when I shake it. And a cup of cold water. And some ice to cool the tea down. So then you add your lid. And you shake it up. You want to shake it really nice and good. And there you have it. We have assembled our cooled bubble tea mixture to be added to the tapioca. So now that the tapioca pearls are ready, we need to strain them into the sink. I'll come over here and get a picture of me. We're getting them all strained out. You want to rinse them with cold water. Nice. So now we want to put our tapioca pearls into our sweetened syrup. And you can see here, we're just gonna mix it up a little bit so the tapioca balls get sweet. And you can let them sweeten for a while, or put them in the fridge if you need to use them later. But I'm ready for bubble tea now. So, I'm just going to get a spoon. And I have my mug here for my bubble tea. I'm going to take some of this. Try not to spill. And then pour in the bubble tea. Mix it up. And if you have a large straw, you drink it out of that, but we're all out. And enjoy your homemade bubble tea.